Hi everyone and welcome back. Today I have compiled a list of my top 5 3DS games. This is my first countdown, so it may not be the best, but let me know if you enjoyed it or not. And yeah, so it was a little bit hard to pick the games, so I've compiled honorable mentions at the end. And I'm using the word compiled 2 times in a row, which is kind of weird. But yeah, there are going to be 2 honorable mentions at the end, so stick around for that. Anyways, I hope you enjoy the countdown. Let's get to it. Number 5. I really enjoyed Star Fox 64 3D. I had Star Fox 64 on my Nintendo 64. I had it downloaded on the Wii though. But playing this game was so amazing to do multiplayer battles local on the 3DS, and one of my favorite features was that you could get a live view of your opponent's faces was the 3DS front facing camera. You could turn that off if you wanted, but it was just like how you could see Slippy or Peppy or Falco. So doing the multiplayer battles was definitely my favorite thing, but story mode rocks as well, and I highly recommend this game. Number 4. Super Mario 3D Land is an awesome Mario 3D platformer and just an awesome platformer in general. Um, if you like platformers, this game will not disappoint you. If you like Mario, it's awesome. It was a perfect mix between 2D Mario style games, but in 3D. And having that 3D on your 3DS surely helps. There'll be certain moments where you really need to have that amount of depth to be able to tell how you can get to certain locations. And the levels are so awesome. The art style is really vibrant. Everything about it is just lots and lots of fun. Everything about it screams like very playful and just pure enjoyment. So Super Mario 3D Land rocks. Number 3. Oh, Mario Kart 7. I got into it for a little bit and I played a few matches and I thought it was really fun. And I didn't really play it for that long after that. And then I was like, I remember this being really fun, so I played it and I got so addicted to it. I could not stop playing it for days. It's just super enjoyable. The replay value is like amazing, which is very important for me because I have a short attention span. So if I'm playing a game and I get bored with it easily, that's a thumbs down. Mario Kart 7 was not like that at all. I just kept playing it for hours on end. Oh my gosh, playing local multiplayer, just playing against comms, doing Grand Prix was awesome. The only complaint I have is you can't just do one single race. You have to do a Grand Prix, which kind of sucks, but then again, I love the game so much I don't mind sticking around for that many races. And Balloon Battle also rocks. It doesn't matter what mode you're doing, doesn't matter who you're playing as. You're gonna have a blast with this game. It's just such an awesome racing game, and I'm not even a huge fan of racing games. Mario Kart just it did it for me. Number 2. For those of you who've been watching my channel for a while, it probably comes as no surprise that I am a huge fan of Kirby. And when I got my hands on Kirby Triple Deluxe, it was awesome. Oh my gosh, the platforming's great, the levels are awesome. And though it's not my favorite Kirby game in the world, I still had a lot of fun playing with it. Um, the level design was really, really awesome, but I also love playing DDD's Drum Dash and the Kirby Fighters mode. So, I mean, the story isn't super long, but it's a decent length, and then you have these other 2 games you can play to keep the replay value up, and you'll just have a blast playing it, like all the games on this list. Yeah, Kirby rocks, and the power ups in this game are so fun. So I really like the circus one, and Archer Kirby's like he's one of my favorites. And when you beat the game, you can play as King Dedede. So you gotta try to beat the game because I haven't actually beaten it yet. I'll admit I got to like the last level and it gets a little tricky. So hopefully I'll beat that soon and I'll get to play as King Dedede, who is awesome. Number 1. Now, this is probably not that big of a surprise. This game just came out this month, and it is awesome so far. Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo 3DS is my current favorite Smash Bros. Game. The character roster is awesome, the items are awesome, the stages are amazing. It all comes together, and it's pretty darn perfect. The only real complaint I have on it is the online. Lot of lag problems. But besides that, everything about it is fun. The physics feel awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That's the word I'm going to be using a lot to describe this game. And I did an early impressions video on it that you can go over and watch if you want to hear a more in-depth description of the game. But how can I not put Smash Bros. At number one? Really, Super Smash Bros. Is an awesome series, and I just had to include it. And if I'm gonna include it, it's gotta take the cake because it's probably the game I play the most on my 3DS, and I can't wait for the Wii U version. Super Smash Bros. Rocks. So hopefully you got something out of this video, and you maybe are going to buy one of these games now because they're all fantastic 3DS games. And yeah, here are my honorable mentions.